So now that we got the main event out of the way, let's talk about the opening match.
Oh yeah. Oh
Liv
yeah. Let's
Morgan
go.
versus Rhea Ripley, pal, with Dominic Mysterio in Rhea Ripley's corner. But what can we say? This match was cinema. It was absolute fantastic storytelling. We said in our prediction that this match could go any way. I wouldn't have been surprised if like Chelsea Green came out and was like, "I'm in love with Dominic too, bro," and now we got 3 women fighting over Dominic. Like nothing would have surprised me. They went. I think they went the spiciest route with this by having Dominic align with Liv. I think that was the best move. That really, Dominic's already a heel. He just turned heel again. If that makes any sense, like he just like doubled down and has healed him. And now Rhea is going to be the biggest babyface the women's division has seen, like maybe ever, since forced Charlotte Flair in 2016. Like Rhea Ripley's just going to be a monster, beating everybody, burying talent left and right. Give it to her, bro. Like she's got a heel now to work with. She's got talent to work with. We've been saying for over a year, Rhea Ripley needs foil. Rhea Ripley has that foil now, and this is one of the most captivating, if not the most captivating storyline in WWE right now.
Can we have this discussion? How is Rhea Ripley a face? She abused Dominic for 2 years. It was like this toxic, abusive relationship. And now she's just some icon. I get it. I'm Australian. I'll cheer for her. But in the context of the storyline, I'm watching this as Dom aligns with Liv Morgan, pal. Someone who actually cares and loves him, pal. As the storyline makes out, I'm like, oh, I guess Dom's just so hot. I mean, Dom's a great heel. Everyone hates Dom because it's the thing to do. But I'm watching this going. I mean, like, I'm cheering for Dom and Liv. Good for them. Rhea abused Dominic for 2 years in this toxic, nasty, spiteful relationship, treated him like he was nothing, beat him up multiple times, literal domestic violence in this relationship from Rhea to Dom Mysterio. And now we're cheering for Rhea, who beat him up all the time. I don't get it. But anyway, pal, that's a separate thing. This was a spicy, racy opening match, pal. I must say, separate to the love angle at the end and everything that encompassed it, the Rhea Ripley stuff with her shoulder.
Ooh.
Ugh, ugh,
Ooh.
ugh. Like that. I mean, it achieved its purpose. Maybe oh my god, Rhea Ripley's a crazy person. That's insane. Oh my god, it got the desired reaction out of me. While I'm watching, I nearly threw up. That's disgusting. I mean, I've injured my a similar area in my shoulder before. That it's disgusting. And then it's like clearly the bones popping out. You can clearly see it. They zoom in multiple times. Michael Cole's like, the bone's out. The bone's out. I can see the lump, Corey. I can see the lump. And then, Rhea's like, she's like, talking to Dom. She's like angry, whatever. Then she rams into the announce table and pops it back. I mean, it achieved its purpose, yes. But, oh my God. What were your thoughts on that?
I thought it was badass. It made her look like the absolute biggest badass ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing. The match was great overall. It was a great way to open the show. It was very hot. Bell to bell, I mean, the two have good chemistry. It feels like we're peaking now in terms of the women's division. The women's division's cooking now, pal. For pretty much since Triple H took over, like the criticism was like, oh, he doesn't book the women that great. Now here we are. The women are doing great storylines. We've got a great character in Chelsea Green as well, and Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Those are all great characters. The title scene is hot on both brands for the women, and Liv and Rhea showed that it was on full display.
Oh, it was really good. I mean, what a way to open the show. You got this spicy, interesting love angle where, they're going with Dom and Liv as the couple, pal, which I can't wait to see that. They're going to make Rhea Ripley, who has been the antagonist realistically for a year and a half, making Dom's life miserable, but I guess, gaslighting and manipulating him into thinking, oh, mummy or whatever. Now all of a sudden it's going to be like, oh my God, Rhea, get him, he's evil. I can't wait to see where they go with this. It's going to be spicy, racy content, pal. Will there be a celebration tonight on Raw, pal? Do you think?
Maybe.
I reckon what they do is that they tease something. Obviously, they don't go to the lengths of 2006 Edge and Leader or anything, but they tease that, pal. Oh, the beginning of the third hour, there's going to be a celebration or something like that. And they're going to get pilled. Oh my God, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Then it's just Dom being like, ha, 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 what do you think I was going to do? And it's just him being a dickhead in the ring or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's going to be funny. What a storyline, pal.
Absolutely. All right, so now the next match was Braun Breaker versus Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship. I mean, this was exactly what I was clamoring for. Braun Breaker just squashed him. It was a 5-minute match. What did you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy this wasn't what I mean. I thought this would be in the preview, a 15-minute, 4.25 star match, because that would have been worse. You know, like the thing I did love about this show, the flow was really good. In AEW, this would have been a 20-minute match
Yeah.
because 20-minute matches are more likely to be 4.5 stars, which then when you look at the whole show match card with star ratings, it makes every match look like a 4-star match if each match goes 20 minutes. Therefore, the show is 9 out of 10 by default. That's how the logic of Tony Khan and that stupid, ridiculous. This is what it needed to be. No one watching this, myself, you, most of the people watching it, no one thought this should have been a 20-minute match where Sami Zayn scratches and claws and Braun just scrapes by him. No, Braun beat him fairly emphatically, which is exactly what this should be. Braun's now the IC champion. I look forward to seeing where they go with this. Sami Zayn, does his stock go down? Not at all, pal. No one looks at this today, a day and a half later, and goes, nah, Sami Zayn's done. Sami's finished. Braun's a champion. Sami's a Hall of Famer to be living in a mansion with his wife, pal. All is well. All is good. God bless Paul Levesque's golden fingers.
Yeah, Sami Zayn, his title reign served his purpose. He took the title off of Gunther at WrestleMania, and he's a big enough star to carry the Intercontinental Championship. He carried it through the summer. Was a great baby face. Now you've got the up and coming like next cornerstone face of the company, and Braun Breaker takes the belt off of him, and it's a moment that means something because of how great Sami Zayn is, and that won't be forgotten. You know, Sami Zayn will be fine. Like you said, he's a big star, so he'll be fine. This needed to be Braun Breaker's coronation, and that's what it was.
Absolutely, pal. Yeah. So Braun's a champion. I'm here for it. I like to see it. I remember about a year and a half, 2 years ago, when it was clear Braun Breaker was going to be one of like the next guys who's like going to be a mainstream sensation, like main roster guy. And I remember like some of the sort of back chat with it. I was like, Braun Breaker, whatever. I mean, he's evolving in front of our eyes. Like, objectively speaking, we're seeing Braun Breaker flesh out his career and become the star most people thought he would become, which is cool to see. It's cool to see that play out in real time. It's really what we're doing as wrestling fans in that regard. We're seeing these wrestlers and these characters evolve in front of our eyes, pal. Give us great content for us to argue about on a podcast, pal. So, yeah, I look forward to seeing it. Hopefully, and the thing I will say just before we move on, Braun Breaker's IC champion. This isn't going to be, let's have a great match for 20 minutes on Monday Night Raw. It's going to be all killer, no filler, impact, high octane action, as is the case with Braun Breaker. When he's on the screen, you're watching because it could be over in a flash. It could be the most crazy, wild angle you've ever seen. He's like a Steiner, so that's what happens. Look forward to seeing it, pal. As we'll discuss, I'm more interested in this title reign than the new world champions title reign, but we'll get to that. There you go.
All right,